can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense.
Here we go. It is episode 8 of the Red, White, and Crew podcast. I am joined. Hey, it's match day. We're seconds away from kickoff. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
We're going to attempt, don't mind us, as we have a live production show here. We're going to try to sync up at the same time here.
There's my guy. They got Pepe on screen now.
All right. Paused?
Yep, paused. Because we just kicked off.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting. Got the countdown going here. All right, pause. All right, go. All right.
Here we go.
And again, welcome to episode 8 of the Red, White, and Crew podcast. It is our live watch-along. Thank you for joining us. Our live watch-along here of both the home team, the United States, and Australia. So immediate thoughts with big talk already is the starting lineups, who's starting, who's not starting for both teams. Immediate thoughts on that, Wes?
I think Pochettino was listening to our podcast, and we said, you know what would be a good idea against a low block? Go with 2 strikers. And so we bring on Pepe, and that is not a good giveaway right there. That's fine. Tame shot. That's fine.
Yeah, definitely not. So the question coming in was obviously immediately was going to be what was going on with Pulisic. Would he start? Would he not start? We were leaning more towards him not starting, right? Not playing, probably. But the question was who would go in. I know you and I had thrown this out since last week, right? About theoretically the 2 strikers and Pepe and Flo, and that's exactly what Poch decided to go with. So what does that mean? What is that telling us? Is the question? What is he trying to go for? And then what kind of threw us off for a loop was Iran Kunda and was it Metcalf not getting the start for Australia?
Yeah, very, very strange that the 2 of them don't get the start. And this is a good high press from the U.S.
It is.
But, yeah, I think they're coming out a little bit.
Well, we're going to have to win right in that area.
Yeah.
All night, because that's the one they're going to try to challenge and get out to initiate the counter there.
Yep. I think they're a little higher than I anticipated. That looks more like a mid block than a low block to me.
A little bit, yeah. I guess, well, that's the thing is, will we see their line of confrontation change over the course of like 15-minute increments, right? Or through the first hydration break and then show us a different look? Because that's the key. That's the other adjustment component now.
That's out.
You hear me good, Wes? You hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we're good.
All right.
I didn't realize that y'all went and got the San Antonio Spurs head coach to coach Australia. Popovich.
Yeah, he spells it without the H.
Without the H, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like we thought, Jedi goes high. It ends up being 3.
Mm-hmm.
Jedi's pressed up high. That's fine. That's a corner. Oh, wow. Not a corner. So it looks like we're pressing those outside wing backs high. And then when we defend, he'll drop in on that back line, and it looks like 4 back.
So again, if you're just joining us, chime in. We are live. Definitely open to your questions, comments, anything, insight, anything you're noticing. Here's the thing, whenever we're doing live streams, we've got people all over the place that are probably 10 seconds ahead, 15 seconds ahead, 10 seconds behind, 15 seconds behind. So we are We're about 30 seconds behind our ESPN Gamecast here, which we're going to be showing shortly. These are two teams, two squads very familiar with each other. We got to say they played back in October in Colorado. Score was 2-1 US.
And it was a very physical game. Starting a little bit of the gamesmanship stuff.
Playing out wide. So what they do from here in this will be kind of one of the what's the adjustment they make here? Here's the patience part. You know they're going to be well organized.
Yep.
You're going to expect that kind of that play into those flanks right around the threshold of the attacking third.
Yeah, got to move the ball more. Don't stay so stagnant. Stay to one side. If it's not on there, just move it the other way. But like we talked about yesterday on the podcast, I think that space in behind their outside backs in that back five, that's where you want to find and try to get them turned and facing the other way. Oh,
Good look,
that
good
was a
cross.
very high boot.
Oh, yep.
They called offsides.
Ah,
Very high boot there, though.
yeah, yeah. Definitely agree. All right. So going to initiate here our game cast here.
I don't understand who was offsides there.
Is it? Let's see.
Maybe that. Maybe he called that.
It's got to be a foul.
Yeah, he had to call that pull down by Balogun.
Yeah. Got to be a foul. Right. Something we'll keep an eye on, Wes, because I think you and I are we're about a minute or so behind the ESPN Gamecast.
Good defense. Hello.
Oh no, he's going to let him play. He's going to let him play.
He is going to let him play.
Good recovery. Well done by Ring. Well, we can already see. He's definitely going to let them play.
I think Landon Donovan was talking about that. I think when they were talking about the potential of Pulisic playing, that it was on Tim Ream to talk to the referee about, listen, the first time Christian touches the ball, he's going to get crunched. And
Yeah.
it's on you. If you're not going to card that, then you're not going to card the retaliation. Oh, I love the hustle from Pepe there.
Here's what they're going to fight for all day long right there.
Yep.
How quick can we transition out of this?
I'd like to see more control from Balogun right there instead of the flick, you know?
Yeah. But I think it's the thought process of trying to keep the ball moving, right?
That looked like a very bad tackle on Australia. And ref motioning to everybody to calm down.
Yeah.
Everybody calm down here.
It's going to be a long day.
Yeah. Oh, that might have been a yellow.
Yeah.
That's a yellow.
Yeah. He's not in the position to see it, though.
No, he's not. He's definitely behind it.
And for those, if you're watching and you haven't played much or you've never played, those hurt.
Yeah.
Those aren't flops.
Tyler told him there, he said, yeah, that was a bad foul, and that's one on me. So you got one you can give me without carding me.
See, Potch is ever the superstitious. He's staying with the Dickies gear.
I like it. I'm the same way. I always wear the same thing, depending on if we're home or away. Like
African coaches are the worst, man. They turn into big wardrobe divas when it comes to superstition. Here we go. I like this.
Yeah.
Can we recycle that?
Touch it. Yep. Good.
There we
Oh,
go.
hit him
This
right.
is in. This. Oof.
Yeah, hit him right in the chest.
Yeah, we'll take that. One of those will eventually be a handball.
Yep. They said it's 77 there. It's a perfect temperature.
Yeah. Great conditions. Great conditions.
Yeah. I mean, I was there, what, like a month ago, maybe a little less. And that's kind of what we saw.
Excuse me.
In the sun, it is a little warm. And when you get into the shade, it's kind of cold. Good recovery.
Again. Okay. Six in the box, seven in the box. Australia will load the box with anywhere from six to eight, maybe nine players at any given
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And what they are looking for is the moment the ball is being redirected, their forward will take off.
Yeah,
And
they're going to find that space.
yeah.
It's definitely sitting deeper. The more and more we get in there, they are going deep across that back line. But it's those two guys up front that they're going to try to release. And they're pressing a little bit here, which is good. We get them out because
Incoming West.
come in
Incoming.
right in behind. Yeah. Let's go.
Yes.
Go. Yes. Just turned it on. That's another own goal, though.
Take that start.
Yeah. I'd love to see, for my fantasy purposes, that Pepe gets a credit or Balagoon there because I got them both in my lineup.
It's the run, it's the play, it's that through ball. It's a copy, it's a carbon copy of the own goal versus Paraguay. The
Yeah.
lead up, the side of play, the run, the ball played in, everything.
Well, again, that's what we talked about again. We need to go to the outside over there to get them turned around and facing their own goal. Because now, look, he turns and makes the run, and everybody's facing their own goal.
Yeah.
It's so hard to defend that ball
Yeah.
and to play it out. More times than not, you'll see a defender turn that ball in.
Yep. But Pepe continuing his run is where that other defender, he had to honor that, and he's in no man's land at that point.
Yep.
He's facing his own goal, hips facing. He's got, yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to clear it out, and it goes and it deflects forward. So now, how do they respond?
Yeah. You know, Tillman quietly, I feel like, had one of the best stat games. Obviously, Balagoon, the last game, it was the highlight with the 2 goals. But right underneath him was Tillman with the stats.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Tried it with the outside of his foot.
You did. We've had quite a few attempts. I got to admit, quite a few Travella attempts in this World Cup.
We have, yeah.
And if you're just joining us, this is episode 8 of the Red, White, and Crew podcast. It is Coach Aaron Wesner and I coming to you live with our live watch along of the U.S. men's national team versus Australia. In the 11th minute, I believe, the U.S. capitalizes on an own goal from Australia, and they currently find themselves up 1-0. And again, the result here we're looking for is so the United States would automatically qualify for the next round, for the knockout round, with a win, coupled with if Paraguay basically ties or beats Turkey, then we would win the group tonight. That match is, I believe, 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, it's the last one of the night tonight.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Central Time, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central.
Good movement there from the U.S. and good pressure got him to turn it over, and we moved the ball quickly. Tillman just missed that through ball to Dest.
Right.
But it leads to our first corner of the game.
See what we got here.
Just That's one of their center backs. Which one was it? You said Christian, the 6'6" guy. What's his name? One of them's 6'6". I know he's huge.
That might have been was it Burgess? Here, I'll tell you right now.
Oh, Suter.
That might have been Burgess who had the own goal.
Yeah, Harry
No,
Suter's
it's
the big guy.
Harry Sutar.
Did Sutar have the own goal? Is that what they said?
No, they're giving it to Burgess, Cameron
Oh
Burgess.
snap! That was free header.
Woof. And that was Weston too.
Yeah. Who did that hit?
We'll take that all day. I don't know what happened there.
What handball? Oh, Weston. Yeah.
No? Oh, off him. Okay.
I was gonna say that didn't hit any of our guys, but it did.
We've already seen a little bit more attempt at build up play from Australia than I thought we would have seen this early in the match.
Yeah, they're out more of their shell than I thought they would be.
Well, now it changes now, right?
Does
Because that was the
change now,
question, right? If the U.S. got a goal early, then what kind of look do we see from Australia? But even prior to the goal,
Yeah. Yeah, I think Pochettino's saying there that's 2 hard fouls
it's two. Yeah.
on Tyler Adams. The next one has got to be carded. Oh, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's the blueprint in how you play against teams that play in a low block is if you can get an early goal, you're going to be in real good shape.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Yeah, now,
Referee.
now card him.
It's got to be considered tactical. Yep.
Yep.
Yellow card.
Oh, right in the nose.
Yellow card, Jordan Boss there on Weston McKennie, right in the threshold of our attacking third again.
I'm pretty sure he just tried to pick his nose. I mean, from what we've seen so far, I like our mentality. I like how we've started.
Yeah. Not coming out timid, right? Not coming out just kind of expecting to automatically have a win because we have the home crowd. Like they're fighting.
Who did they just show? Was that RFK?
Yeah. There we go.
A little far.
Now, those are the type of things that we need to clean up as we prepare for the knockout rounds, right? Is the execution piece, is making your opponent pay when they make a mistake, especially in their own defensive third.
That's fine. Just stand in front of it. Oh, yeah, you're not going to do that.
Early look at team stats: 73% possession for the United States.
Yeah, he's trying to get the yellow card right there. But I don't think that's how that works in the international level. That's smart from Weston, though. Like they want to find that early ball and the early space in behind. So don't give them a free chance. If they get a free kick like that, you got to jump in front of it. Make
Right.
sure.
Right.
It's under pressure right away. I mean, for the most part, he is letting them play, though. I felt like that could have been a foul called against us there.
Yeah. Again, if you're just joining us, 19th minute, U.S. leads Australia 1-0 on an own goal from center back Cameron Burgess. U.S. looking to make it 2.
Yeah, trying to find that space there. It's that counter press. When we lose it, can we win it back immediately and not give them a chance to play it long? Weston's really enjoying that space out on the right.
Yeah, he is. I was just thinking that right as you said that. So can we get Pepe in the match here in the breaking lines, maybe playing between lines?
Oh, he stopped it there.
Yep. Come on.
Yeah, first time, got to hit that.
Yep.
But that's Tyler Adams. That's not our usual.
Yeah.
See, this is where you're in trouble.
All right. Australia had 8 in the box there. Yep. Play safe.
I don't know how that ball stayed in. Freeman, I think, did a very good job with that open space. That ball was played into space. Their guy took off, and he did enough where he wasn't necessarily obstructing, but he was getting in the way.
Mm-hmm. So 20 minutes in, curious to see the adjustment, particularly the adjustment that Australia will make, or can they make, post hydration break here. Now you see, right? You see this, Wes. You see how their line of confrontation has probably shifted a good 25 yards further up.
Definitely higher, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still compact. They're still within 20 yards of space, but they definitely are higher, which bodes well because that's what we're going to do, right? But he couldn't get the touch on it.
So that becomes the other part of the arsenal. Can they show that, right? Can the U.S. show the when to play direct, right? We know they want to play possession based.
Oof.
When to play direct.
We definitely have the clear advantage on speed with their back line against our front two, but I think it's the other way around on the other side. Their speed is so much better than ours. I think it's been interesting too. Do you know that we have not had 2 wins in a group stage?
I know. Yeah. Well, this would be also attempting to win the group this would only be the second time since 1930. Last one was South
1930
Africa.
when we won it, right?
Last time
1930 was when we won it, right?
we finished third, the inaugural.
No. I'm talking about we won the group in 1930.
Well, sort of, because they didn't quite do true group play back then. I mean, yeah, we did, but it's not.
Yeah.
They did it different back then because there was, I think, what was it like, 12 teams? I think.
Yeah. It's a great play from Freeman right there. So
All right. First corner here for Australia.
their league's kind of crazy too. I mean, they're definitely looking for the 6'6" guy, right?
Yeah, they are. Ooh. And that's what they do. So remember, this is a team that's just as that is definitely equal to the U.S. in the air. Very good in the air.
Yeah. Set pieces are their go-to for sure.
I get back-to-back corners here. I didn't even see how that happened.
No,
Gotta go back and see that.
all right, end of the first quarter.
Hydration break. Hydration break there, Wes. Don't mind if I do.
Yep. I'm trying to figure out right now, where do most of these Australian players play for their club teams?
So Irankunda, their top finisher, their top striker, he's plays in the championship. I know that. I think they have 2 or 3 championship guys.
Yeah.
Zlatan, why is having an ego important? Zlatan thinks
All right,
that
you want to forward to these, Wes, since we're behind.
if you not
What's that?
believe in yourself,
You want to forward through these since we're behind? We could probably catch up here.
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
All right, here I'm going to forward. Or well, shit, I'm paused. Never mind. I think I'm actually fully caught up.
Doug, who you taking? Norway. Yeah, I'm all.
I'm on Norway. Yeah. We're good. We're good.
You got the Viking commercial?
Yeah, we're good. I thought I was a little bit further behind.
No, I think you are. I think you're right there.
Yeah. So 20, a little over 20 minutes down. Definitely getting in. I think it's interesting how we're being more dominant on the right side, having lots of looks and opportunities on that right flank. But the penetrating run that comes through that leads to the own goal comes, like I said, carbon copy of the own goal versus Paraguay.
Yeah. And right now, 26 minutes in, I don't think we're really feeling not having Pulisic.
Right.
So Matthew Ryan, who they started Ryan today, right?
Believe so, yes.
Because Patrick Beach is the one that they thought was going to start.
Yeah.
So
Here's what they are looking at. So they've got no, they got Toure. No Ryan. Or you mean in goal? No, it's Beach. It's
it is
It's
Beach. Okay, so
Beach.
so Matthew Ryan was the one they expected to play. He's the one that plays at Levante.
Yeah.
Patrick Beach plays at Melbourne City.
So these are Australian, the Australian league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Suter plays for Leicester City, so that's a big club. We got Swansea City, Feyenoord, NYCFC. We got an MLS guy.
They got a guy named Italiano. I did not know that.
Yeah. They got a lot of NYCFC guys.
Do they really?
Yeah.
They have multiple. Really? Okay. All right. The quote unquote second quarter, according to FIFA, is underway. Coming up on the entering the 28th minute here. Jedi.
Just missed him on the ball.
I don't know, was that all the way out?
I don't know.
Or did that bend in back over around the goal?
I don't know. It looked bad. So Irakunde plays for Watford, right?
Yeah, in the championship.
And Torre plays for Norwich. So yeah, they got a few guys.
Oh, he's is Norwich or was it Norwich got promoted, wasn't it? Didn't they get promoted?
I thought they
Or was it Ipswich? Somebody got promoted. So
Who got
one of the witches I thought got promoted.
I don't know. I got my statistician working on it.
There we go.
Now Weston floating over to the left. I'm all about giving him free space to roam. Ipswich was who got promoted.
Ipswich. Right here, it's just composed. It's composed. It's picking their moments, right?
Yep. The crowd has been loud. Got the USA chants going right now. Oh, wow. That's poor.
Looks like
Oh,
me.
there's
Looks
Australia.
like me. Looks like me yesterday at our camp.
I'm really glad I picked Weston McKinney as my MVP for today in my DraftKings fantasy lineup.
All right. Woo.
Close. They're talking about Chris Richards talking about Alex Freeman, how he's a joke. Like, it's how good he's gotten in the last year.
Yeah. Good genes, man. Good genetics.
Yep. He's only 21.
Yeah. Well, we would still probably be the fourth or fifth youngest squad in the tournament if it weren't for Tim Ream.
If it weren't for Tim Ream, that's definitely a card.
Oh. Yep. And they're late.
It's good work. Ouch. We might need to go back and take a look at that.
That is when did Messi arrive? You got Messi in this game?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, that is a high
Yeah.
on the shins exposed boot.
And then he's gonna smile about it like it was a bad call. Come on.
But I think, if this is not a World Cup game, if this is a Premier League game, they're probably going back and red carding that.
Oh, yep. It's gonna get called every time.
That was on Jordan Boss, the yellow card. We got Alex Morgan sitting with Casey.
No, I think that was on Sir. I think that was on Circotti, I think, because Boss is already on a yellow. The first yellow was on Boss.
Getting a little bit more pressure here from Australia.
Right.
Oof.
Oof. Come on, come on, come
You referee.
on.
Whew, nice little Meg there from Dest.
Yeah. Still, still think look like we're still growing into the match. I think we're far from done, but
Oh, for
just
sure.
get complacent. Gotta stay
Yeah.
patient and not get complacent.
I think some of the space in watching through that first quarter, so to speak. Golly, Dest is cooking today.
Come on, come on.
But I've really noticed there's a lot of space when we have the ball on one side. The opposite half space, man, is wide open for us
I
if we
know.
can hit the right ball.
Yeah. At some point, and that's what I was talking about earlier, right? With the direct,
Yeah.
with the long ball, with the direct long ball. And it's gonna probably against this squad, the way they shift, the way Australia shifts and remains compact, it's gonna have to be that diagonal ball.
Yeah.
Heavy touch. Heavy.
Yep.
Come back. Come on.
Yeah, Weston McKinney is for sure roaming like crazy today.
He is. He's covered a lot of ground.
Freedom. A lot of freedom to move. And Pepe's kind of playing off of that. Wherever Weston is, Pepe's finding himself on the other side and just
Right, right.
giving us good width. Oh, good press. Yeah, Stu Holden's talking about it right now. Just the willingness, like when we lose the ball, to
Get right
not
back
give
up.
up on the play and just get back up and go after it.
I mean, that's the standard, right? That's the expectation, but especially when that ball is deep in your attacking third, man.
Get out. Get out, ball. I mean, that's what we would love from all of our players. This is what we expect out of them, but you don't always get it from top to bottom.
No.
And when you get that kind of work rate from top to bottom with your team, that's when special things can happen. So, Pepe on the turn.
Nice, nice.
Wow, just kicking it out.
Wow.
That's nervy defending right there. They don't look very, very confident in what they're doing right now.
Settle in. Just keep playing. Keep playing play your game. Play your game. I think that's gonna get called out. Rip.
Yeah, it's up.
38th minute. Still 1-0 United States to Australia.
Ouch. That's both people getting hammered there. That looked painful. I don't know if that's necessarily a foul. You're probably going to call it against Australia there, but that looked more just like two guys colliding, going for a ball.
Who was that? I didn't even tell. Was that Adams or who was it?
It's Freeman, I think.
Freeman. Yeah, tough challenge there.
Yeah. Well, they're showing the goal now.
That is absolute no man's land when you're a defender.
Yeah, you
You're that close to that tight, facing your own goal, and the ball's coming in that fast. Yep.
inside the 6. There's not much you can do with it. Who was that?
I don't know.
I didn't know who that was. They were showing up in the booth there.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know either. It looked like back of head to side of head.
Yeah.
Dest's working on the official right now.
Yeah. You get a cut? Yeah.
Put some Vicks on it, man, and we're good. Gotta put Vicks, and you're good, man.
They were putting Vaseline on the back of the Australian player's head. It's Okan Engstler.
Guy looks like Jordan Morris.
He does.
Still looks like they're wrapping up. Looking at the
I don't
trainers wrapping up. Looking at the players.
keep showing people in the booths, and I'm like, okay, explain who they are. Zach Levine is who that was? Yeah. Does he play for Portland? Yeah, he's been everywhere.
Or are these MLS guys that they're showing? Is that what that is?
Zach Levine's a basketball player.
Oh, okay, never mind. I really don't know who that is then.
Yeah, no, that's what we were like. I didn't know who it was either. That shout out to Christian for knowing who that was.
All right, now how can we finish? How can we finish this out? This is historically where we've struggled and dropped our guard here, right? Last 5 minutes plus. And the way the U.S. has been playing too, sometimes when you have those lulls, those long extended injury timeouts like that, stoppages,
Yeah,
they kill. Those are that's kind of like another water break.
yeah.
They can be momentum when you're surging. They can be momentum neutralizers.
We're still doing a good job of doing that check in, check out.
There it is.
Yep.
Now the ball after this.
Yeah, nobody's moving.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Weston.
Put that on frame, man. Put that on.
Yeah. Wow. Tillman, his work rate, man, it's just unreal right now. Ref, that's got to be a foul, dude.
Oh my God!
That's got to be a foul.
He's like, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here. Wow.
The work rate from Tillman right now is something that I have not seen out of him pre-World Cup. I mean, he's locked in.
Man, Dest is one touch. Serginho's one touch away, man.
It's literally right there. If he was any other player, if he was a Mexican player, he would have definitely drug his feet and gotten that PK.
It's a dangerous spot here. Let's see what we got.
Uh-oh. Don't be off. Flag comes up.
I think it's
go
gonna
back
be
and
off.
look at that.
Yep,
Is he
yep.
off? I mean, we can look at it.
I think the trap. Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely looked like it. It
They
definitely
stepped
looked
up
like
as soon as he hit the ball.
it. It definitely, yeah. It was pretty immediate. That's
With them, though.
if you're a defender, this is a good look at how to react to a ball like
I
this.
don't know. He might be on. Because the trail leg of the player at the top of the screen, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't
They're going to have
know.
to look at that.
But he's not the one that got the. Or let me see.
Oh, yeah.
So he affected the play, but he's not the one that got the goal.
No. Freeman's the one that got the goal. And
Right. But
him.
I don't know if it's going to be enough to overturn a VAR. They should be doing a bar check on us. It
Bar
looks like it.
check on it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But if you're looking at the top of the screen,
Now,
the
now,
true
if he goes to look at the screen, the official, then we might have a chance.
because are they going to call Balagoon off? That's the thing. Does Balagoon
Correct.
affect enough of this goal here?
Correct.
Because I think Freeman's on.
Yeah. No, he is. It's Balogun.
So do we call Balagoon offside because he affects the play? That's the
Right.
question.
That's what it's going to come down to. And that is, if the call is no goal, is that enough to overturn it?
Yeah. He's looking at the screen.
Oh, maybe.
Yes, sir! Let's go!
Yes, sir. Wow.
Where are they celebrating right now? Because the entire team is with them.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Just way to stay with. First off, the setup there was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that trailing defender on the outside couldn't get back.
Yeah. He's not even in the screen. You can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's yeah. Wow. How about that?
I had a buddy that just texted me and he said the creativity in the attack isn't something that we've seen in this World Cup from the likes of Spain, Mexico, Brazil, or Portugal. That's a wild statement.
Yeah. So the U.S. takes the lead. Now that's a difference, right? Is striking right before the half, right? That's a big one. So we got 7 minutes of stoppage time. Can we get another and really kill the spirit here?
Yeah. I would prefer going in 3-0 as to 2-0 for sure.
So then at some point, right, then you'll have to have the conversation. Coaching staff will have to have that conversation at halftime is how do we not want to disrupt this, but we're going to have to get some fresh legs here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you're going to drop one of the forwards, probably Pepe, I would say first.
That's when Gio or Weah at that
Or
point makes
Weah.
sense. Yeah.
And I think at some point you bring off Balagoon and you put Haji Wright on, who scored twice against him the last time he played him.
I'd really like to see Zendejas in this.
I would too. I would like to see Zendejas come on. Because I think you're right. This is a perfect game for him. Why are they? I swear, they fall down the minute that ball gets kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good yard.
Oh, so they were okay. I'm really surprised they didn't try to dig into that further with saying Balogun
That he affected it more.
affected the play. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I thought the ref was going to call a foul. I was like, man, that's tough. We're going for the ball there, but he called a handball instead.
Handball. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, through the first 45 minutes, though, I mean, this is looking like the U.S. team that we saw against Paraguay. And for us to get consistency in back to back matches, that's crazy. That's not something that we thought going into the World Cup we were going to get.
Yeah. Oh my God. So it looks like we are about 5 minutes of the seven of the allotted seven through stoppage time here.
Tillman's deep there.
He is simple and smart. Simple and smart.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's actually counting them off. You see that?
Yeah, he was counting him. Yeah.
Yeah. You better hurry up.
Yes. That's such a. I like that rule, but I wish we had it on the other side.
Right.
Maybe not 7 seconds or 10 seconds, but we got to speed the corners up a little bit. We can't be going 30 seconds. Ouch.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like Balagoon just got headbutted in the back of the head there?
He does. Yeah. No, well, it might have been chest or shoulder, but it definitely got his head.
Oh, it was chin.
Was it? Oh yeah, it was.
Weston got taken out.
Release that. Got to release that forward sooner. Got to release that sooner. So if you look at that, so that this is something they'll have to look at halftime, right? The U.S. coaching staff is when they have the ball. Look at completely disorganized. Australia is in the back.
Yeah.
They have maybe two. Then the third one finally drops. If they release that sooner, you counter you counter this defense that anchors super deep. You got to release that ball sooner, though.
Great job, Freeman. What a great end of the half there. And let him know. Let him know, Freeman, he's too little.
What a half. Woo. Well, just like we drew it up, man.
Yeah, just like we said it would happen. You just have to come
Yeah, just
out and get an own goal.
let's just get an own goal every 10 start of the first 10 minutes of every match. Wow.
Perfect.
Carbon copy, man. What are the odds of that, though? Carbon copy of that own. The only difference, probably, if anything, was the angle of the ball where it came in from the first own goal versus this one.
Yeah. What are we getting? What is this? Austin Powers commercials.
I don't know. They must be. Are they coming out with another movie?
I don't know. It's just unnecessary.
Here's a look at our shot map. Interesting breakdown here.
Do you got that up? I don't think you have that up.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. I just closed it out for a second to refresh it. All right, there we go.
Yeah, what was that one shot in the first? It was a shot in the first minute, I think, for them. That's it, really. That was on frame. The other one went wide. Man, 2 shots with 1 on frame. What was the expected goals? I didn't even see it. Did you go mute on me?
There we go. No, sorry. It just 1.22. They just tweaked it. 1.2. 70% possession. We were holding steady.
Oh, we got an Elias jumping in.
We're here. We're live.
Reporting live from the
Reporting live from parts unknown. What's up, buddy? So where are you coming to us from?
I don't know. I still don't think you can
He
hear
probably,
us.
can't even hear me. He still can't hear me.
All right, maybe I can hear y'all now.
Hey, where are you?
What do we think, guys?
Hey, so we were just talking about that's exactly how we drew it up, right? Get an own goal first 10 minutes of the match, and then kind of just start countering them, right? What do you think, Wes?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect to get that goal in the first 10 minutes because then you've got to make them come out of their shell a little bit. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that. Perfect way to start the game, and then you just continued and put them on the back burner. 2 shots, Ramos. That's all they got. 2 shots with 1 on frame.
Yeah, I thought it was textbook what we wanted. You know, early goal, that own goal character. He keeps showing up big for us, right? But yeah, I mean it's a good time over here. We're out in West Plano right now, Frisco, and it is packed out here. So I just wanted to pop in and say what's up to everybody, and it's electric around here.
We got another special guest to join the podcast too.
Well, yeah. Now you guys want to join in, huh? Now that it's 2-0, Wes and I have done all the work. Now you guys want to join in.
Well, we just kicked all the kids out of the meeting room and onto the field, so they get to play during halftime. So now I get a little bit of time to just, decompress a little bit after that amazing first half.
Yeah. So Coach Elias Ramos, joining us from somewhere in the greater DFW area, and then we have Coach Brian Heyman joining us live from the SMU camp as well. So, Brian, your perspective? What do you think on that first half, man?
Man, I wasn't sure about the 4-4-2. I didn't know if it would work against the big center backs of Australia, but it was real nice getting our big target striker own goal on the field and watching him knock one in. And then, the second goal there, I think I had that one called before any of the girls called it here at camp. So, I mean, just a great effort. I think the press, from the front 2 and the front 4 have really been fantastic. I think the play that really caught my attention was, Tillman loses the ball, gets knocked off the ball, jumps right up, chases down the guy, knocks, blocks the pass out for a throw, for an Australian throw. But that's the kind of effort you want in this game. You want these guys flying around here. Yes, it's a little warm, it's out there, but man, it is that crowd is electric. That game is electric. What a great atmosphere. What a great game. Great effort so far. Let's see what we do in the second half.
Yeah, I think so. A couple of things that stood out to me was, excuse me, we talked about it. West and I talked about it a little bit. I would say the So McKinney, first of all, being all over the place and really truly kind of roaming, but then also Adams, right? Tyler Adams, the work he's doing kind of in behind Tillman is allowing Tillman to kind of do all the work that he's doing, pushing up super high. So we haven't mentioned Adams' name that much, other than, of course, when he was getting tackled, right? But it's because I think it's a lot of that work, challenging anything, because that's what Australia's going to try to do, is win any immediate first or second ball in that midfield to launch that counter. So a couple of things. Dest is definitely cooking on that right hand side, and I think from the 4-4-2 perspective, I just feel like knowing Poch, that 4-4-2 is probably only a 4-4-2 on paper from what I'm
Oh,
from
absolutely,
how
absolutely.
from how I see it.
And when we defend deep, if we have to defend deep, yeah, they're dropping in. Robinson drops in on the back line, but when we go in the attack, I mean, it is a 3-5-2. Sometimes even I would say a 2-6-2, because Freeman has been getting up into that space into the midfield.
I mean, what about that run from Freeman right at the end of the first half? I thought he should have taken the shot right there instead of pulling it back and laying it off the desk. But my goodness, what a half that kid has had.
Yeah, great half. Great way to stay with it on the goal.
Yeah,
Very
no
lucky that
complaints.
they did not call Balagoon off, but
Yeah. No, I'm great. Hey, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't push. So Coach Ramos having to jump out. I know he's having a hard time trying to connect from live live from Hawaii.
SMU Wi-Fi looks great, Heyman.
Hey, it looks great out here. You know, I mean, we'll about to find out. We're about to have another line of storms roll through here, so we're gonna get it through here. But we're here in the indoor, nice and cool, and enjoying ourselves today. So you know,
It can't stop. It can't stop raining in Texas, and we got clear blue skies and 80 degrees in Seattle. What is going on?
yeah,
Make it make sense, please. Yeah, it just started pouring at my house, and I'm probably about 20 minutes north of where you are, Heyman. So
yeah, it's a line we saw coming through. We've been getting all the alerts and everything. Nothing was better than waking up this morning to weather alerts like coming in through the dorm room.
oh my
You
god,
know, uh, like whoa, that was a pretty fun wake up call. But no, I mean, like I said, it just a great game, great atmosphere.
Yeah.
See, I mean, that stadium gets really, really loud. I've been there a couple of times. One for a couple U.S. games, and then a Chelsea game. Like I said, that stadium can be very intimidating. So I'm glad to see it the way it is.
Yeah. It looks
And
great.
I think Australia's feeling it too.
I
It
think
looks,
they are. Yeah.
stadium looks great. Great setting. Pretty majestic. We know just the Seattle skyline in the background. I mean, it's not as great as that Houston Dynamo skyline that I shared with you guys earlier today.
No, no, hey, going through the mountains that separate Channelview and Baytown is beautiful. That's why the Gulf of Mexico is so cold every year.
The snowy peaks of
Hey,
H Town. So okay, so a question for you here though, Brian. So at some point, so they'll have these questions. It's like, hey, who do we want to implement? Who do we want to change? What adjustments, substitutions wise? Who and when would you make them? What do you think you're them? What do you think what do you think based off of that first half performance? What do you think they want to do?
I think you're going to see, just like you saw in the first game, 60 minutes in, you're going to see. I think you're going to see Berhalter come in for Tillman. I think that'll be the first one, obviously. You may see a Gio Reyna in for you may see a Gio Reyna in for Pepe up in that area there. Uh, don't know just yet. You may maybe see like a Mark McKenzie type. I don't know, depending on what you get out of the first out of the first 60 minutes. If you can get a third goal, you might be able to see some other guys get on the field.
Now, if they're not banged up, because I don't know what's going on, you have to chase it now, right? If you're Tony Popovich, right?
Yeah.
I expect Iran Kunda to come in at a minimum him, probably within the first 15 minutes, if not at the half, because you got to be more aggressive, right? So, because Australia now has to kind of figure out, okay, goal differential here, right? So they're going to have to, or do they kind of try to hunker down defensively a little bit more and not give up any more goals?
I think they've had success, pressing us with some half chances. So I think they are going to keep pressing. I think you're going to see Aaron Kunda in the second half. I was really surprised not to see him start.
Right.
But
Right.
you just got to, we can't worry about them. We just gotta do our job for the next 45 minutes. So if I'm Australia, then I'm pressing. I'm pressing because I want to get the goals because you're going to have to because the goal difference is going to come into play, and you got to play Paraguay in the next game, and that might be a game to see who advances out of the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
Thoughts on to I don't know if you'll be able to have a chance to be able to join us in the post game wrap up, Coach. But thoughts on tonight's Paraguay Turkey matchup, right? Because obviously that will have a big impact on this match here right now.
I think it just matters who responds better. You know, I mean, because both of them had very very lackluster first games. Who's going to respond better to the adversity? Who's going to step up and be a playmaker? Is Guler or Enciso going to be the guy to get to step up and make a play and make things happen for him? So it'll be a real interesting game. That's not really the game I'm worried about. I just want to go watch Scotland and Morocco. You know, because I've become an honorary Scot this week, celebrating with all them.
Well, according to the chat, I thought you were Colombian, but okay, but we won't talk. We won't discuss that one. But okay.
I got to run, guys. We got to get kids back in. So I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all sometime later tonight, guys.
All right, buddy. We'll see you.
All right.
Coach Brian Wessner joining us live from the SMU camp with
Brian Wessner? What? No,
Brian.
Brian.
Did I say Wessner? Yeah, Brian Heyman. Yeah, sure. Why not? Brian, don't call me Wessner Heyman, joining us live from the SMU camp. So, I don't know. Thoughts on what he had to share, Wes?
No, I think it's spot on. I don't know if our first sub should be Tillman off, just the way he's been working.
Right.
I would think the first sub would probably be Pepe for Reyna. But yeah, he's pretty much spot on where we're at. I think the biggest thing is being up 2-0. The tendency is to become complacent a little bit, and I think that's on the U.S. and the coaching staff to make sure at halftime we do not go anywhere near that kind of feeling, and know that we have to come out and get the next goal to kind of solidify the game. If I'm in the dressing room, I'm like, next goal wins, guys. It has to be us. We have to be the one that gets the first goal. So I think we could see Irakunde coming at halftime unless he's just hurt. That coaching decision makes no sense to me not to start him unless he has a knock. So
Yeah, and you have to imagine Poch and the coaching staff are telling the boys right now. It's like, hey, we all know, right? This is the most dangerous lead in the game, right? So how do we respond? How do we respond in these first 10, 15 minutes can officially see off the match here.
Oh, for sure. You go out and get another goal, this thing's over.
Absolutely. So, all right, again, episode 8 of the Red, White, and Crew podcast. Thank you for joining us as we are at halftime as the U.S. men's national team leads Australia in Group D match day 2 play 2-0. And after jumping out to a quick lead on an own goal in the 11th minute by Cameron, awarded to Cameron Burgess of Australia. Second goal in the 43rd minute by Alex Freeman. I was going to go ahead and pull the stats back up here.
Looks like we should be coming back. Be interested to see if we have any substitutions coming in here. Gonna bring my sound back in.
So, okay. Yeah, so it looks like they finally settled in at 1.2. 1.2 unexpected goals, possession 70%. Shot. Now that's some efficiency there, right? Shots on goal officially, two shots, 2 goals.
Yeah.
So 259 to 78 passes, right? Some of that is to be expected given the possession, but I thought it was pretty. I thought it was all things considered, it was relatively purposeful possession, right? With an actual purpose, not let's just keep the ball for the sake of keeping the ball, right? So I'd like to see some more the occasional cross diagonal long ball into the flank.
Yeah.
Had a lot of success on that right side, right? But now we just got to be able back to the clinical piece, the efficiency piece, and just being in execution.
Okay, looks like Irakunde 6.
Here, I'll tell you right now.
6 and 8 are coming on for.
No, that's Jason Garia, 6 and who?
6 and 8 are coming on.
Irakunde is 17.
Interesting. Looks like Giria is coming off and Metcalf. It's Metcalf that's coming on.
Is that? Oh, now I see his number. Yeah,
Jay Giria is coming on
yeah. So
for
that will change.
Burgers.
That is a response, and will change the dynamic where with what you're seeing with Tillman and Adams, because that's right where Metcalf is going to sit in.
Yeah. Oh, Irakunde is coming on too.
Okay, so he's loading up with three then. Okay.
Yeah, he's coming with all three subs for Torre.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to have to be definitely going to have to be a system of play change here. Have to-
Yes, they're going after it right now for sure. I mean, they're three subs at halftime, changing up the formation a little bit. The thing is, can we weather the storm, and will there be an opening for us to go ahead and
Yeah. So, well, and not only that, but Tony Popovich obviously realizing that they have to adjust their philosophy now. So, advantage United States from the standpoint of now there's going to be some opportunities, all right, to get in behind. Now, can we execute? Can we be clinical? So, and then, of course, defend. All right.
I mean, what a great kickoff there.
All right. All right, Wes, I'm going to step away for a few seconds. I'll be right back. I'll leave you on here.
All right, I'll carry the torch here. Tell you what's going on. So as we start out, very much looks like that four, little too cool and relaxed for me from Freeze there. Now he's still going to let him play. That's a goal kick. That's a goal kick, yeah. There's our MLS guy, Matthew O'Neill. He plays for New York City FC, playing for Australia. They're going up against Jedi Robinson. He's never going to win that battle. And Parker, I see you in the chat. We'll have a conversation if we get to 4-0. Maybe that'll happen for you. I think the question does come too, yeah, with Adam sitting on a yellow already. At what point do we pull him to make sure that he is available against Turkey? And then does Tyler Adams play against Turkey to make sure that we have him for the round of 32? Because yellow cards will wipe once we get to the round of 32, but if you carry one in from group play, then you'll have to sit that first game. Balagoon got fouled there, so we got to restart and have a chance to kind of build up some play. Their line of confrontation is definitely higher than where it was to start. They are trying to condense. Irakunde is going to give you more of that good press, though, with his speed. And he's already making the field kind of stretched a little bit because he's pushing higher than everyone else.
All right. Yeah, you seen the difference already with your Kunde in the match?
Yeah, just him. His press that he has really stretches their team a little bit more if you can make sure he doesn't win the ball, you know?
Yeah.
He leaves a lot of space and gaps for us to be able to then go on the attack. I think that's the best look. It's not a great ball there. That's a foul.
This is most definitely the highest you've seen their line of confrontation.
Yeah. I think this is what we, historically what we get out of Australia when they're at the World Cup. They haven't seen a whole lot of success. So I think that like we know they're not a bad team, but they just haven't been a team that you're going to expect to get a lot of wins. So when they got that first one for us, it's like, oh, is this a different Australian team? This is kind of what we see a little bit more.
Right.
Once they get scored on, they have to come out. They aren't as good as what they are when they can stay compact.
Right. Right. Yeah. Completely agree.
And yeah, Stu Golden's talking about it right now with Christian Pulisic not in the game. It's like I don't know if we could have thought that we would still look this good without him. And it doesn't matter who it was.
Hmm.
This is such a good press from the U.S. right here.
Get in. Get in. Get in. Oh,
I was just saying, I don't know if you heard while you were gone. How long do we leave Tyler Adams in sitting on a yellow?
right. 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 Well, I think the adjustment there will come to what you see from Metcalf, right?
Right.
Because he's gonna impact the game there more. So maybe Tillman have to sit back a little bit more, which will effectively affect the space
Yeah.
or the numbers, I should say, but that might also open up a little bit more space. We'll see.
It's not as good there from Jedi losing the ball. But
Yeah.
we still got defenders back, so we're good.
Right. You see those three, right? You see that safety. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Ah,
You
that
got
was slick.
Jorginho. You got Jorginho dropping. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, there is so much space for Balagoon. He's gone.
Come on, don't mess it up. Oh, why you take so
Ah, it took too long. Oh, it took too
Uh,
long.
chip them. Chip them. Chip them. Chip them. Come on.
Right here. Yep. Yep. Right when he hit the top of the 18, it should have been hit.
One more. Yeah. Yep. 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 So that's what we're gonna get. Like that's going to be there, but now you got to be clinical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
will be there.
he's going
That
to
will
get
be
another
there.
chance. He'll get another chance like that, the way they're going to press up. Ouch. So yeah, Irakunde coming in at halftime. What in the world? Like, I want to hear the explanation.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna reserve that that thought until the end of the match. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what he does this half. I mean, if he somehow gets a goal, dude, you have to. That has to be a head scratcher.
Yeah.
More sustained pressure from the U.S. here.
Yeah. So when we have those opportunities to cross, I think we have to take advantage. I think being a little nonchalant with those.
Yeah. Yeah, there's collision of heads there. There's your Trinity Rodman Sierra pick that everybody was wanting.
Camera guy's doing some work, man.
Yeah, doing a lot of good work. That's who we want to see. Marshawn Lynch.
Is he there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I see it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I want to know what the decibels were when we scored.
Yeah. I want to know what this number is, and we continue on this performance. Add to it what that number is, that viewing number.
Yeah.
Gotta keep playing though. Gotta be on the floor. Gotta.
Kind of crazy. A Friday afternoon at 2:00. A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people are taking an extended lunch break today.
So this is sometimes the part that will scare me with this U.S. team, where they kind of get lulled in these moments of kind of these extended stretches of just of nothing, right?
Yeah.
And then we let our guard down, and that's exactly what happened with Paraguay.
Yeah.
And if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. This is episode 8 of the Red, White, and Crew podcast, as we bring you our live watch long of the match day 2 Group D matchup between the United States and Australia.
Robinson going to get carded for that challenge.
Yep.
I just don't see how that's a foul on Pepe, though. Like, I get it. He's probably calling it because he knows he wants to go back and card Anthony here, but
Yeah. If he doesn't follow it up with the right foot, he's okay.
yeah.
He's just a little less step in there. Tight, good. Now this is how Reem's getting a little bit more isolated here.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about this. I think they're talking about it now. It sounds like, right, but the yellow cards, if yellow cards will be wiped clean after the group stage, and then once again at the quarterfinal stage. Those are the only 2 times.
So if you're on a yellow and you're going into that third group stage game and you get another yellow, you're going to have to sit for the round of 32. So that becomes the question then at this point.
Right.
Say we go on and win this. Say we get a favorable result against Paraguay, or the Paraguay-Turkey match, like that goes in our favor, and we win the group. At that point, we need to talk about, all right, maybe we need to sit Adams. Maybe we need to sit Robinson, who are on a yellow, just so we don't risk not having them.
Yeah, against a Turkey A squad that's going to need that result
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah, because we won't need it. I have to take back my words because I think before this World Cup started, I was very critical of Tillman and him being included in the lineups because I just didn't see it. But man, this has been sheesh. Wow. Go back and look at that. But to finish my thought, Tillman has played fantastic and has shown really well.
Yeah, yeah. My concern with Tillman was more of the consistency. I could see it in moments. It's like, but it was still asking a lot of him, right? Could he handle that?
Yeah, they changed it back to a corner now or to a goal kick. 35-year-old.
Is the pizza here? Post match pizza here for us?
Apparently, I don't know who ordered it. It wasn't me. It could just be the neighborhood kids. Or nope, it's deliveries.
I did not see what happened to this guy. I did not see what happened to this guy.
I don't know. He just kind of was down.
Yeah.
Tyler Adams talking about get him off the pitch, man. I don't know, but we got a delivery, and the kids found the air bubble packers. Looking at me like, can I pop it?
Looks like we're gonna get a substitution here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to continue. So
Yeah,
that's
that would
now
make the fourth.
fourth,
That would make the fourth. Yeah.
sub.
See, and here's where I've technically never understood the substitution windows process,
Right.
because I mean they're essentially kind of non-factors, or how do you handle that with injuries, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, because now that you used up one of your windows, but it's not going to affect them because they used three in the halftime window. So the halftime window is a free window for you to sub. It's not going to
Right.
cost you, and I'm assuming that the water breaks now, hydration breaks are free subs as well.
Right, and that's what I mean. So it's like it's really so they make such big emphasis on the substitution windows, but if you really need to sub somebody, particularly the injury portion,
Yeah.
like yeah,
Wasn't in there? I guess it's the MLS that there's a concussion sub too now.
is
Oh,
it?
what a ball! What a ball through!
Come on,
Here you got Irakunde now.
come on. Oh, gotta get that touch. Oh, this is exactly what Australia wants.
Yeah, with the counter.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You can just see Reem not even try. He's like, he's gone. Let me just go back inside.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's in his case, that's the smart play, right? Because you take away that space. Because the
Yeah.
moment you chase him, right? See how Chris Richards dropped, and yeah,
That
we'll
Tyler
take that.
Adams tackle
Yeah,
didn't look good, but he didn't see him. It's not a foul. I mean, you should be more mad about the fact that that dude can't put it on frame. Than,
yeah. Just sat back too much.
yeah. Man, what a great ball through to Balagoon there. Just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, the touch was in the wrong direction.
Yep.
He's got to clean that up. Got to clean that up.
So that's two chances he could have had. Two goals. If you're going to be the golden boot leader, you got to be more consistent. You know, Messi's putting those away. I mean, we're getting probably about 3 to 4 minutes away from this hydration break. I think you've got to see some subs from the U.S. at that point too.
Yeah. I would predict. I would. I would predict first ones. I imagine is going to be Geo. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Come on, Balogun. First one Geo. Second one maybe Weah. Then from there, it's what do you want to do in your midfield?
Yeah. I think Weah will come on for Dest. I think Reyna's got to be peppy. I still think, even though he's not taking his chances well so far, I think Balagoon's runs in behind the back line.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of space
Yeah, yeah.
in between Chris Richards and Tim Ream and Freeman there that I did not like.
No, because that's precisely where Iran is going to sit.
Yeah. Oof.
Getting a little sloppy here.
Very sloppy. We need this water break.
Yep, yep, yep.
Somebody's got to talk to Adams that he has time there to bring it down and turn. The shot's still tame, man. It's just nothing.
I don't think it was a matter of he had time. He didn't think he had time. I think I don't think he saw Weston's mark.
Yeah.
I think he completely missed him.
Personally, I love what I just saw. Did you see that bump from Richards?
I did. Yeah, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. That's not
No,
going to get
nothing
cold.
wrong at all. Shoulder to shoulder, you're just too small.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of ran right into him, to be honest.
Yeah. Biggest thing for us is, can we keep a clean sheet for the first time in what, 9 games?
10 matches. This would mark the first in 10 matches.
10 matches, yeah. You know what's crazy is they talked about in the broadcast leading up is, yes, we're going to play with 2 strikers today, and that is a good sign that we're going to come out and play attacking football. But the last time that Balagoon and Pepe started at strikers together, neither of them scored.
Yeah, but I think the other part of that, Joe, there was a stat that CBS will also release that in the 187 minutes that they've played together, they've scored 5 times.
Like the team has scored. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, if it's not an own goal from Australia there, Pepe's tapping that one in. Reem, you just had to keep that in play there, buddy.
To the break.
All right. Bathroom break for me.
All right. So we continue. We look through. So here we are. So 68th minute. Got a hydration break here. Our final one. So what we've seen in terms of our momentum difference has been these first probably 5 to 10 minutes post hydration break is how do they respond, right? Someone has come out of here. We've seen changes. We've seen swings in terms of momentum. So now can the U.S. here effectively put the match away? We're seeing, so Australia has to now chase it. They've gone far, far more aggressive. So the counterattack is there, the opportunity to create these 1v1s and see a run from Balogun. I think we'll get our first look. We'll get our first look here at our substitutions as well. So who comes in first? Our initial thoughts, right, between Aaron and I is we're probably looking at some sort of combination of Gio Reyna as well as Tim Weah. From there, after that, who comes in? Who becomes the third change? Somewhere in your midfield there, who is it going to be? I'd like to see Alejandro Zendejas here. I think this is the kind of match that he could really flourish in. Just a matter of when we get them in and see it out. But of course, you got both now Tyler Adams and Anthony Robinson there with hanging in there with the yellow. So
I agree with you, though. I'd love to see Zendejas in this match. I think, too, just so we get all four FC Dallas
I
esque
think,
players on the field.
yeah, I think Berhalter is kind of a safe one, but I'd really like to see Zendejas.
I'm just catching up on the comments right here. I think Heyman's right. We got to use a we got to freshen things up. I don't know if Berhalter necessarily is the call, but Gio is definitely the call. I love the why not us scarves. I need to get one of those.
Wonder if those are match day specific on the other side.
I know, right? Vegemite free zone.
Yeah. Do we want Pulisic to have minutes? Yeah, no, definitely not worth it.
And
It's
he's not even dressed to play.
yeah.
Yeah, they ruled him out, and he's just kind of chilling on the bench.
Yeah.
Good question, though, Pablo. So no subs at that break.
Yeah, I know, still nothing. Got to see something.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. I really thought we would see
Yeah.
one, at least one, at the hydration break.
Yeah.
Good defense. What are you gonna do with it, Pepe? It's good work to hold it up. I don't like putting Freeman under pressure there, but he did really well with it.
Yeah.
It looks
So
like Berhalter.
they've kind of figured it's like, hey, they've identified the overloads on us overloading the right side and us all that success we've had on the right side, and they seem like they're hell bent on taking that side away.
Yeah. So the question is, who is Berhalter coming in for here?
Yeah, I don't know. Could be a combination of I don't know. Possibly, it's got to be Tillman, Adams, or McKinney. I would think.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that he would bring him on for Pepe.
But and we'll know why. We'll know why if it's Adams the way Tillman is playing.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Wow. Dude, watch Freeze come all the way out of his goal here.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's dirty. That's a yellow card. You ace right into his back.
Oh, it is going to be Pepe. Berhalter for Pepe.
Huh.
It is going to be Pepe.
I mean, I knew that was potentially the first sub. I wouldn't have thought that it would have been.
So now it becomes probably a true 4-5-1. Then I wouldn't doubt it. Plus 85 minutes in probably is the opportunity to maybe get in Haji Wright for Balogun.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, Stu's talking about right now. You don't always get the credit for doing all the dirty work as a striker, but you're kind of judged on whether or not you score.
He did a lot of
But
Pepe
he
did a
did
lot of little good stuff tonight.
a lot of good work. I think it was a great start from him.
Oh my God.
Balagoon is at it with that dude.
Again, if you're just joining us, again, thank you for joining us here. Welcome. It is episode 8 of the Red, White, and Crew podcast. As both Coach Aaron Wesner and I are bringing you the Match Day 2 live watch along of the United States and Australia. 75th minute marked that United States 2, Australia 0. Both goals coming in the first half on an own goal by Cameron Burgess in the 11th minute, and then Alex Freeman striking in the 43rd minute. And been a little bit slower, kind of uglier second half.
Yeah. Definitely not a great first touch from Berhalter there.
Yeah. No.
I would have been okay if he turned and shot that there. Looks like Australia's about to make their last sub because all their guys are going to the bench. We're definitely not out of the woods yet for this last 15 minutes.
No. And I think that's where Potts is stuck between who do I sub but no drop, get fresh legs,
Yeah.
change it up, but no drop off.
I think you're good.
Given the tempo of the match.
Yeah, I think you're good to go Weah for Dest here because Weah is going to drop back a little bit more, even though Dest has done a good job when he needed to dropping back.
Yeah.
But you're going to get more defensive work out of Weah. That's a safe one to do. I would think Reyna for Tillman at this point, even though Tillman's had a great game, he's run a lot. He's put a lot of miles on those legs. Yeah, I've seen a lot of tired legs from the U.S.
Second ball. Yep. Yeah, Punch is going to have to go to this. He's going to have to go to it.
Uh-oh. That's not a penalty, no, but Berhalter there. So there goes Australia's last sub. Ocon Exler, not with a great game. I had him in fantasy. He ended with 1 cross, 2 fouls drawn, 2 fouls conceded, 1 tackle won, 31 accurate passes, and 1 pass intercepted for a whopping 3.82 points. That's not going to help you out fantasy-wise.
And Jedi's got to watch himself here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what they always do, trying to bait us into something.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, nothing malicious there. Not ideal, but
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little nervous this last 12 minutes here, plus stoppage.
well, we've allowed Australia to take us out of our rhythm, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with them getting numbers forward in terms of their attack. It's just we've allowed them to lull us into just keeping the ball, playing take, play keep away, and now here we are, kind of. Then this is how you see momentum switch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what we've seen in all the games that we've been kind of watching. When you allow teams to just kind of have the ball and get some crosses in on you, that's when you get in trouble. How many yellow cards do you miss a game? It's just the second one. So if you're already sitting on one and you get a second yellow card, you're going to sit.
Yep.
So right now for the U.S., Anthony Robinson's on a yellow card in this game. Tyler Adams has one from the last game. Oh, a Joe Scally I did not have on my bingo card.
Oh,
What in the world?
he's going for Jedi. It's got to be Jedi.
He's going for Dest.
Oh wow. Okay. Pushing him further up. Okay.
So we're about to get hit. Because Robinson just came off, but I guess they're trying to figure out if Freeman is all right.
Did they sub? Did they please tell me they didn't just screw up the sub.
No, Robinson and Dest came off.
So who went for Robinson?
Trusty.
Oh, okay.
Trusty.
I didn't even see that. Okay.
I didn't see that one either. But they were saying like we didn't come off in 10 seconds. I mean, shoot, you brought 10 defenders. You might as well use some of them, right?
Yeah. So now it just becomes a matter of don't let it get sloppy. Don't let it get ugly.
Yeah,
Right.
just kind of be
So
defensive.
going defensive heavy. You're trying to see the game out, but it's not enough to just play keep away.
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to bring on Reyna for Tillman here. Tillman is gassed. And you've got the subs. Why not use them, you know? Can't take them with you to the next game.
No. Eighty 83rd minute, still 2-0 as the U.S. looks to try to wrap up this Group D matchup here. So again, with the win, they would advance to the knockout rounds, but they could only win the group based upon the result that we get tonight from Paraguay and Turkey, with basically essentially, if Paraguay comes to play and holds Turkey A to a draw or beats Turkey A, then the U.S. would win the group outright with one match to spare. With their third match coming up against Turkey A next Thursday, June 25th.
We would join Mexico as group winners as well. I think saw the comment just come in. Who do we think is going to get the second spot in this group? I mean, I think ultimately U.S. is going to win this group. It's going to come down to that match tonight between Paraguay and Turkey. If Turkey A gets it, if they win the game tonight, I think you could see them go on to be that second spot. There's nothing there, referee.
Come on. You got to step to the ball.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has not been the second half that I would have wanted out of us.
No.
It's been good, but it's not what we've seen from the first three halves that we played for sure. There's nothing there.
Shout out to Harry Austin joining us.
It's an outswinger. It's too tall for Weston McKinney. Taliano on the other side, driving to the byline. It took a touch off McKinney. It's an
Oh,
open into swing. It's from it's a block from the second.
oh my goodness. There was such a foul. Yes. Thank you for calling the foul, referee. And please tell me that's not the ankle that Chris Richards hurt originally. It shouldn't have counted because watch what happens right here. You're going to see as this ball is recycled and sent back across, right? Right there, there's a push off on Berhalter. Is that the. I need to see Chris Richards up and walking because that was a little worrisome.
Yeah. I don't know if that was that leg or ankle. I guess that's it. It was. It looked kind of high.
Yeah.
It definitely looked high.
Yeah, it would be great if we could get a goal there. Did you hear the announcer? Just
Yeah.
you know, it'd be great. So the U.S. got a goal. That would make
Yeah,
us.
you know, it kind of be nice.
Freeze needs to not take so much time, and he needs to understand how fast Irakunde is. Dude, he is all over Balagoon,
Yeah.
and he's gonna call it on Balagoon.
Look at that. Come on,
That's
referee. Come on,
crazy.
referee. Come on, referee.
He had his whole arm up around Balagoon's head.
Well, he had a jersey. He had a handful of jersey before that, which the referee also didn't see.
Dude, Australia is dirty, man. They like to make the game very, very dirty.
Gotta imagine there's another sub coming on.
Has to be. I mean, this game is begging for a sub for Reyna to kind of
Correct.
because
Correct.
Reyna's going to sit in that space, right?
Correct. I
No,
just don't. I just don't see the reason for only one sub this far in. Based upon that the second half, it's not the performance, but they've kind of lost the control of the match, dictating the match, setting the tone.
Yeah. Man, Tillman takes one there. Sutar and Balagoon are going to get into it.
Come on, referee. That is on the official.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
is on the official. That has been probably the last 4 or 5 possessions down in that's been building.
Yeah. Something else just happened off the ball now. And Balagoon's about to get a yellow. So he gave Balagoon a yellow there. And he gave one to
Both of them.
he just gave both of them. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's just loading up, man.
Yeah. For no reason, because the foul was already called too.
Yeah. Got to be better, official.
There's again, just going in to hit him. And again, going in to hit him. Like, come on, referee.
Got to be better.
Yeah. No, Balagoon wasn't on a yellow, Pablo, so he's not going to be. He won't miss the next match.
It's going to be like this the rest of the way. It's going to be like this the rest of the way. See, and
Yeah.
this is where it's hard to recover in terms of just momentum, flow, fluidity. This is what we talked about yesterday, right? This is what right the last I guess desperation move from Australia just to try to make it super ugly. That's the other competitive, I guess, ploy of theirs.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't just let the US be on the ball and start to get that fluidity going, and especially with the dynamic attack. So you got to make it dirty. You got to muck it up a little bit.
Yeah, got a lot of options. We'll see. It's all predicated upon based upon what happens tonight. Clinching a spot and winning the group are two different things.
This is where you're going to see some stuff happen there in the corner.
Yeah, here we go. This is
Do we sit him in the final game?
yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
I don't think so. I don't know.
It's predicated on what happens tonight.
Strikers are a little bit different, you know. Like they're not at risk to get as carded like a midfielder is or a defender is. We're
Yeah,
glad that
yeah.
Tony,
But
we're really
I
lucky
would,
that
oh my god.
Australia doesn't have technique.
The only argument I would make there, the only argument I would make there against Putch is that Balogun should have already been out of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we got 6 minutes stoppage. We're 1 minute in. This official's completely oblivious. He's like, look,
No, yeah,
that
he doesn't
that's where
know.
the fourth official should come into play there.
Yeah,
Not the best officiating management down the stretch here.
no. Super important to keep the clean sheet just here, just for mentality's sake, defending wise. Yeah, I was just saying the same thing, Pablo.
Yeah,
If the Australians could cross the ball, we would be in trouble because they've had plenty of chances to get a good ball into the box.
right.
Service just has not been good. There's a lot of space right here. Balagoon, flip it back.
Oh, you just know Tillman doesn't have much legs left.
No, no, not much at all. I mean, Reyna should have been in this game. Weah should have been in this game. I don't see. Oh, great. Richards is going to pick up a yellow here too.
Yep, yep.
That's going to make a lot of decisions hard for that last game. It was an awkward kind of trip that he had there.
Oh my god. I guess the karma gods.
Yeah. He did trip really awkwardly.
Why you have a fourth official?
Yeah. Get him in the game. Just switch it out. What is she bringing? She's bringing a drink? Pickle shot.
Why'd you give me that yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Brian with a great point here. Ref's got to sit out for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been down for more than 10 seconds. He does
We'll
per the
play. We'll play with duels. We'll play with duels for the next minute.
Yeah. So now,
Way too late, Punch. Way too late.
way
Way too
too
late,
late.
Punch. Way too late. So Haji Wright and Gio finally on their feet.
The paperwork wasn't ready. Come on.
Of course it's not.
Yeah, that number's going to be more like 9 now because that was referee sitting out for like 3 minutes there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's a yellow that should have never happened.
Yep. And he takes off Weston and not Tillman. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a funky second half down the final post hydration break.
Yeah. I definitely haven't liked what I've seen this second half. I mean, and it's not necessarily for this game. They're just trying to see this game out. But I think it's when you're talking about the later rounds against the really good. Play him in. You don't have the legs. Play him.
Well, you're gonna have to win games like this, right? You know that.
Yeah.
Release that. You got to release that. Come on, Haji.
He waited way too late.
Yep.
Way too late to release that ball.
And that is in terms of flow, right? Flow of a game, fluidity. That's tough to do literally in your first minute subbing into a match.
Yeah. I mean, look at Tillman. Tillman is doubled over at midfield.
Yeah.
So he only let it go a minute. So nothing. Yeah, I thought he blew the whistle to end it.
Yeah, no. It's coming.
There it is. He left it too.
Yeah.
There we are.
Full time.
Without Captain America, for sure. That's a good win when you don't have your whole squad.
Make it official. Full time. United States 2, Australia 0. With that victory, United States punches their ticket into the knockout round of 32. Where will they go, though? Now, that becomes the next question, right? So, all predicated on tonight's, I think, is it 9 or 10 o'clock? 9 or 10 o'clock matchup tonight.
Might be at 10 o'clock.
Might be at 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock matchup tonight between Turkey and Paraguay. Paraguay can get any sort of result in that match that would just seal the fate of the United States.
Let's see.
Jump into our player stats. You got it here for.
Yeah, it's at 10 o'clock Central Time, so 11 o'clock on the East Coast.
It is 10. Okay. Oh, hold on. Where am I? Let's put Gamecast here. So. Yeah, look at that. Look at that momentum tracker there.
Yeah,
Yeah, just got sloppy and ugly.
that's after the hydration break too, right in there.
Yep, that's exactly what we were talking about. So, Wes, take it over. You got it for. I'll be right back. 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, looking at this, not what you want to see in the last half of the game, but a lot of that is going to, all right, we have a 2-0 lead. We want to make sure we see this lead out. Let's just go ahead and concede possession a little bit more and see what we can do. It's not what you, I mean, I don't know. As a coach, there's different mentalities that you have to that. I think for me, I'm always of the thought process of let's try to go get another one and try to score as many as we can and kind of put the game away that way instead of seeing things out. But you still do leave yourself open to a counterattack. But I think we handled it really well. I think it's a great result. 2-0. First time we picked up a clean sheet in 10 games. And we're just watching now as the U.S. team is kind of huddled up together, and Mark McKenzie is leading a team prayer again, what we saw after the first game. But yeah, good result. As results stand right now, United States on top of the group with a +5 goal differential and 6 points. Australia is still sitting in second place with 3 with a 0 goal differential. And Turkey sitting in third with a -2 goal differential, 0 points. And Paraguay with a -3 goal differential and 0 points. So big one tonight. That game tonight's going to decide kind of what happens. What's the fate of the U.S. as far as can they win the group? It'd be nice if we could get a Paraguay result. I think probably the best result out of anything would be a tie tonight, I would say. But a Paraguay win would do it for us as well. The Turkey win is the only thing that will make it where we have to have a result against Turkey to be the group leader. But as it stands, we can finish no worse than second place in our group, which I'd love to find out. I'd love to find out what that would do. What's the difference between us finishing first and second? I'm going to look that up right now. The difference between first and second for us.
All right, back here. So
I was just talking about what is the difference between a first place finish for us and a second place finish? Where does that put us as far as?
yeah. Oh my God, they're still. I think we'll have a better idea about that by the end of match day 2, because
Yeah.
we can go in so many different directions. But I think inevitably, so the last one that I saw in terms of when they were looking at prognostications and percentages probability was a second round matchup, and I don't think it was. I think it was just based upon probability, right? Not necessarily locking in a first or second,
Yeah.
first or second finish, but I think it had a 40. I think it was like a 40 or 50 something percent chance of it being Bosnia Herzegovina. So there was Bosnia Herzegovina in there. There was Egypt in there. There was Qatar in there, and then I forget the fourth team. So
Definitely not going to be Qatar now.
no, this was after the Qatar Canada match.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So
I mean, that would mean that Qatar gets points away from Bosnia Herzegovina. I think.
Yeah. So right, and it's I don't know, but so I think it's too much of a head scratcher right now as far as the projections, just because. So the first one is we got to get through today, and then by the end of match day two, we have a much better idea. But right now, I think
I think.
obviously life is a lot easier. Life is a lot easier as the one versus the two.
Yeah, I think more or less it's just where does it put us playing. I mean, obviously, I don't think we're going to leave the U.S. regardless of
I think
if we lose one or
if we
two.
win, if we win the group, I think it's San Francisco.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
So
it's
we stay
or
at home.
whatever wherever they play, whatever it is. It's not. Is it not Palo Alto? Is it or Santa Clara? Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. Yeah. I know that if we finish in first, that we could end up if we make it all the way to the semis. That's when we play in Dallas, which would be great for me. But
Would it be the quarter? The quarter? No, it would. They wouldn't play in Dallas till the semifinal, right?
yeah, till the
Not the
semifinal.
quarterfinal. Yeah. So that will be interesting. So we look at shot map here. Interesting. So final team, excuse me, final team stat numbers here. So XPG 1.3 to 0.44 possession, and a lot of that was a lot of that was subsided post hydration break in that second half where it really got ugly, got sloppy. But we talk about execution, we talk about efficiency. They only their marks down team stats officially is only two shots on goal, the United States, and they get two shots on goal, two, and of course win by the final stat score of 2-0, with one of those being an own goal. The passes, right? So I think we fell under what, probably about 130 passes short of where we were
This game. Yeah.
last game, right? Big difference in the duels, the saves, and then of course these fouls committed all so much of that was in the last 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, got really got really ugly. We dive in here, open play,
That's interesting.
yeah. Literally, I think the only stat that favors Australia.
I don't even think though at any time there was anything that was of danger where I was considerably worried that they were about to score.
No, not. I mean, the closest thing would be to that was that one strike that my man put that well above the crossbar.
Yeah. They didn't do anything as far as putting much on frame. Anything that
Yeah,
did get hit on frame
yeah,
was
right.
right at his feet, right in his hands.
Yeah,
Hey, look, I mean positive, we got the shutout.
yeah,
It wasn't the best US performance we've seen. It wasn't as good as what we saw against Paraguay, which they're not always going to be, but it was a professional win, I would say.
correct. Yeah, I think from that perspective, I think sometimes, and this is just it, right? For our younger listeners, newer listeners, or maybe casuals, or you don't watch, you don't watch this team play as much. You don't watch World Cup play very, other than every 4 years, or maybe you're new to the sport altogether, right? Is inevitably in tournament play, it's very different, right? There's an old adage in tournament play, which is often you hear it called survive in advance, right? You're going to have to learn how to win ugly. You're going to have to learn when a game loses its fluidity and a team tries to completely take you out of their game with the dark arts, with the slot, and it gets sloppy. Can you see it out, right? I felt like, and if anything, that's the one knock in terms of where I felt like Poch, I think, who has his pulse on this team very well, probably, I think if he could have it back, probably inserts a sub or two, definitely, probably 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the one big takeaway. I think in the end, so got it done. Really solid, great first half. Played their game for, I would say, probably about 60 minutes. And then as Australia looked to chase it, get more aggressive, they get in three immediate subs. and they try to stretch the field. I felt like we should have definitely probably gotten in another goal or two easily. Balogun probably kicking himself because he should have had another brace. But in the end, when you see out that game, the last 20 minutes or so, a lot of it was in just any attempt from Australia to break up any level of fluidity. Do not allow it, prevent us from being fluid and just passing them to death. So yeah, so I think a little bit of a blueprint. They're gonna have to go back and watch film on okay, how when we start to identify and see this coming, how do we regain momentum?
I'm listening to Pochettino right now. They're interviewing him on the field. Wow. They just said, what do you feel from this fan base?" And he said, "I'll be honest, I feel like we're matching Argentina right now with the level of love that we're receiving from the fans."
Yeah, he wouldn't just say that either. That's not hyperbole.
That's not him. Yeah, it's true. If we want to win the competition, we need the whole team. So
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And I think, and at its core, that's probably really easy to get lost in the fact that, hey, by the way, Christian Pulisic didn't even play, right?
yeah,
And there isn't one U.S. men's national team supporter that would say it's like, hey, big game, World Cup game, Christian Pulisic isn't going to play. They won't look their best in moments, but you still win 2-0. Do you take it? Yes or no? We sign up for that in a heartbeat.
oh, absolutely, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So, but like I said, over the course of if you are going to string together, you know, 5, 6, 7, or of course the ultimate 8 wins now in this tournament, if you're going to go on a run like that and string those wins, those matches together, you've got to win like this.
yeah. I think it's good. I think, if you take all of the names out of it, take the big names, and where you look at a team where you're like, oh, France, they're going to be the best, or Spain, they're going to be one of the tournament favorites. If you just take, after going through match day 1 and now parts of match day 2, if you would say who were the teams that looked the best, France is up there. I would say, gosh, who else would you probably throw in that category? I think France had a fantastic game plan. I think Colombia played well. I thought Argentina played well. Those are all the guys that you would expect to be at the top. But I think the way that we've played, you have to throw the U.S. in that group. I think you're muted.
Sorry. Here we go. Sorry. So I would say, yeah, through today, through this moment right now, I would say best performing teams I've seen, best performances I've seen from squads. I would say probably, if I had to rank them, I would say probably France won and Argentina and the U.S. neck and neck, maybe tied for second, maybe. So, or maybe you could talk me into the U.S. based upon how dominant they were in that first match, right? And let's be fair, they were consistent in their play, how they played last week versus Paraguay versus with how they played this first half. They were consistent. They came out on the front foot, still patient, purposeful possession, and they capitalized when they had opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, first
It's
half,
really easy. It's really easy to dismiss an own goal, but the reality of it is all the play that led up to put Australia in that pressure that created that own goal. You
yeah.
cannot overlook that.
I think it's much different than the goal that Mexico scored last night, where the keeper dropped the ball, like where you just kind of were fortuitous
Yeah.
and got that goal. This goal here was all the work by Balogun and even the work by Pepe to put the defender in that position to have to, like the defender's going towards his own goal. He doesn't necessarily want to get a touch on that, but if he doesn't touch that, Pepe's tapping that in for a goal himself. So he has to try to do something, and unfortunately, more times than not, you're going to put that ball in the back of your own net. I think the first half was fantastic. I want to see more of that first half team. I think playing against better teams, we're not going to allow them to just have the ball and get crosses in on us and us try to defend. We're just not going to be that kind of team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I would say one of the things that won't show up on the necessarily on the score line, well, to a certain extent, but not totally, is the performances of Freeman, Tillman,
Yeah.
Pepe, Dest, and Doses, McKinney. They're figuring it out. They're gelling. You know, they didn't look the best in the last 20 minutes, but they're gelling well. They're playing with spirit. They're playing with fight. They're playing for each other, and just got more players getting more of those minutes, right? Getting that experience, that World Cup experience, and stepping up when their number is called as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, and here's the other thing too. It's like, hey, for the first time in 10 matches, right? Since I think September, August of last year, a clean sheet, right?
Yeah.
So
We
a
wouldn't
clean,
have called that. Elias called that. Ramos called that yesterday. He said 2-0, so he was spot on.
yeah, a clean sheet against the same Australia squad that back in October we beat 2-1, right? So yeah, not totally surprised with how Australia chose to make it down the stretch in terms of making it ugly, making it sloppy, slow them down, right?
Yeah.
Just prevent any sort of fluidity and flow in the game that you can, right? But yeah, I think identifying that a little bit better, either through substitutions or just kind of redirecting, taking back momentum. I think,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think we saw the momentum shift here, and it got sloppy, it got ugly. I don't want to totally call it momentum in terms of they took it, but we were taken out of our game post that second hydration break, second half.
No, I agree.
So that'll now put us third match coming up, which is Scotland and is it Brazil or who do they have?
No, Scotland and Morocco
Morocco.
first. So, I mean, Scotland, I don't know. They were a little bit lucky to get the 1-0 win, I think. I think there was a little bit of controversy that was in that game against Haiti, so they weren't super convincing. You're going to go against a much better Moroccan team, but the thing about Morocco right now, they got a lot of headaches going around their team, and I think there's a lot
Distractions. Yep.
the news that broke this morning, that's a big deal, and for such a high profile player, how do you play now with that kind of news being broke before, which he probably knew before anybody else, but
Yeah.
still, that's crazy.
Yeah, it'll be in. What do they look like on the field, right? What does he look like, right?
Yeah, how do you play through
Yeah,
that?
exactly. That's something that can't be ignored, right? Without a doubt. So, yeah, and it is kind of interesting that news just randomly drops in the middle of a World Cup, right? Yeah, go figure.
The day that he plays.
Go figure. Yeah, I know. A little strategic, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, you are joining us. It is episode 8 of the Red, White, and Crew podcast. Thank you for being with us at any point today, or if you're listening to us now. Make sure, again, you can find us both on X and Instagram at Red, White, Crew Pod. You can also find, again, the Red, White, and Crew podcast is a member of the 50/50 Podcast Network. So you can also find anything that the Red, White, and Crew podcast does on the 50/50 Podcast Network platforms, which you can find on Twitter X at 50_50 pod, as well as on Instagram at 50_50 podcast. And then, of course, the audio podcast. If you're a traditional old school person, right, love to listen to the audio portion when you're on a plane, driving, what have you. You can also find whatever your preferred podcast platform is. Go on there, find us under the 50 podcast. That's where you'll find all of our podcasts as well. So great, took care of business, man. I think in the end, that's what matters. Got the result. Now we sit back, recover. One less day of recovery than from the first to second round, right? Since we'll play next Thursday, June 25th, as the U.S. men's national team will return to SoFi Stadium in L.A. versus Turkey A, and that again that'll be a late one. That'll be at I think 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern, if I recall correctly.
I think that is what it is, either an 8 or 9, but that is a much later game. So,
Yeah.
and that'll be for all the marbles for sure, or it's going to be for absolutely nothing, and we can just play some other guys.
Yeah. I think that might be the trickier one too, right? It's like, how do you play that if you've sealed it up, right? How do you, in terms of the performance that they've been playing up to this point, right? How they've been playing, how you want them to kind of continue to grow into the tournament. How do you handle that one?
Yeah. That's been always the hard part. I don't think you go a full sale where you just get everybody out of there, but I think anyone who's in risk of not being allowed to play in the fourth game if they pick up a yellow. So you're looking at this point like Flo, you're looking at
Richard.
Tyler Adams, Richards, Robinson. I think all those guys come into question whether or not you play them. And
So if we're working our way up the field, right? They're kind of spine guys, right? So
they
you
are.
have two defenders, a midfielder, and obviously our forward. So yeah, interesting.
I think you want Balogun to play. I think he's probably the least likely to get carded in the next game just because
I
of the
agree.
nature of the position.
I
So
agree.
you can play him a little bit. I even think you can play Robinson. I think he's a guy that usually is pretty smart and doesn't pick up those kind of cards. And this, I could say the same thing for Richards. Both of those guys know how to play. It's Tyler Adams that in the middle of the field, it's just in a spot where you can't control sometimes whether or not you get a card. It's one of those things like he's going to have to pull out of every single 50-50 challenge, and we don't need that. We need guys that are in there going full speed and pressing hard. So
Especially against a midfield as dynamic as Turkey's, right?
yeah,
So yeah, so and that's the other factor. You got to factor in the opponent too.
yeah, I am interested to see what they look like tonight against equally what does Paraguay look like tonight. After both getting kind of shell shocked in their
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So yeah, that'll be a big one tonight to
Gonna
watch.
be interesting. Will be interesting. And again, that is a what did we say? That's a 10 o'clock,
9 o'clock start time tonight.
9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Okay, so good
Maybe.
deal. Final thoughts as we start to wrap up here. Our post match recap, Coach. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, no, real quick, yeah, 5, 7:30, and 10 are the games tonight. So we pretty much have nonstop soccer. Here we go all day today with the
That
late.
third match. That third match is at 7:30.
The third match is a 7:30 start time. Yeah, because this game, you got to think the first game didn't start till 2 o'clock today, which is kind of
Yeah, but
weird. And why
not one of them has started at the half-hour mark so far, which is
no,
odd.
no, none of them have. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But I think just timing wise, because this one started so late, this is what you had to do. But final thoughts. Professional victory. You get it out there. You do the job.
Yeah,
You look great in the first half. Second half, you do what you got to do. I don't like it as far as from a coaching perspective or a fan perspective. I thought Pochettino could have done some things differently, but you know what? He pulled the right strings for us to get the win. So can't be upset with a 2-0 victory. I would have taken that all day long, regardless of what it looked like, especially without Christian Pulisic. And now we move into match day 3, seeing ourselves advancing already from the group, which honestly, the last I don't know. For as much as I've been watching us in a World Cup, we've never been allowed to say that, where we've been in a spot where we're going to the third game already moving through. We've
yeah,
always needed some type of result in that last game. So great spot to be in.
yeah, yeah. Prediction on tonight's Paraguay Turkey match. What do you think? How do you think it'll play out? That's because that's a tricky one.
It is. It's so tricky. I don't think that Paraguay is going to give Turkey as much of the ball as Australia did and look to counter. I think they're going to try to get out a little bit. I think they'll be smart in the way they defend. But everything in me sees that game as a draw tonight. Like I don't whether it be 1-1, it's not going to be 0-0. We're going to see somebody score in that game. But I just feel like we're not going to get a win out of that game tonight. There's going to be a draw. I'd love to tell you to bet on that, but I can't be for sure either. It's just going to depend on which team rebounds from what happened in their first game.
Right, right. And and could the interesting combination, right, of one feeding the other, of the performance of Turkey having 30 shots and the way Paraguay was lured out by the US, which one gives in this one, right? Because if Paraguay can't defend Turkey the way they defended the US, they know that. So the adjustments that they make, again, this is a Paraguay squad that just doesn't score very much, doesn't allow very many goals, but also doesn't score very much, right? So, and I felt like the difference between in this Australia matchup for the U.S. versus Paraguay is just the teeth, how much teeth their counterattack capability has in Australia versus Paraguay. So if Turkey doesn't sense that counter capability that Australia has, and they sense it early, then it could be a long day for Paraguay. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but the confidence, right? The determination to want to redeem themselves, who shows up, and then of course how that match is officiated. So, did you see where that one is being played? By the way, I forgot to ask that.
I can look real fast. That one tonight, it's got to be on the West Coast, you would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
With it being
Maybe L.A. Is it L.A.?
Santa Clara. It's in Santa Clara. It's at Levi's.
Levi. Okay.
So 49er Stadium,
Yeah. Yeah.
the Santa Clara Stadium for FIFA purposes.
Right. Right. Well, that is going to do it. Thank you for all of our listeners, all of our people that joined us on the chat. Thank you so much. We will be coming back to you in the coming days with another episode 9 of the Red, White, and Crew podcast. So follow us. Make sure again follow us. Give us a follow on X as well as on Instagram. And just feel free, send us your messages, whatever you got on here, and spread the word. Spread the word in terms of, because we're not going anywhere. We've got a lot more to cover for this World Cup. Because while yes, we are covering the U.S. men's national team, though we will cover the Mexican national team to a certain extent. But then, of course, just covering overall the World Cup in the coming weeks. So that is going to do it. Go ahead, man. What you got?
Cover Freddie as well. Freddie on Twitter has just been invited to the White House.
Look at that. Look at that.
I mean, fairy tale trip.
Yeah. It's awesome. Rumor is Freddie might be joining us, man. We'll see. We might be having him on here. We'll
We
see.
need to invite him on the podcast.
Yeah,
I'll reach out to
absolutely.
him on Twitter and we'll see what happens.
Him or the Cape Verde goalkeeper. Well, maybe both. We'll see. Special guest pickers. But for Aaron Wesner, that is going to do it. Also, a special thanks for Coach for Elias Ramos joining us earlier, even though it was hard for him to hear us, let alone connect. And then for Coach Brian Heyman, who supposedly is at a soccer camp, but he's awfully busy on the Twitter. I'll tell you that.
He is very lively.
Yeah, but no, thank you to all of our supporters, all of our listeners, and then to our Red, White, and Crew podcast members as well for joining us. Looking forward to coming to you very, very soon. So be on the lookout for our next episode. But you know what to do. Until the next time, keep downloading and